Hello and welcome. I'm Strangleborn. Today, we are going over my reads of January, and I'm going to pick the book that won January, first place and second place, and these should be very short videos. I don't want them to go on forever. I've already made videos on all these except for one, and that was the first book I read this year. That should be right here on top. I've got everything kind of layered out, but without further ado, let's go. The very first book I read this year, in January, is Nick Cutter's The Troop. I didn't review it because I didn't have all my stuff set up yet, so maybe eventually I will. I liked Nick Cutter's The Troop. It just didn't wow me like it was supposed to. I think I gave it 4 stars. People really overhyped that book to be extreme horror, and so I went in there thinking, oh man, this is gonna be rough, and boy, it was at times. And I kind of learned then and there, maybe I shouldn't listen to what people say online and just experience things for myself, because people tend to do that a lot. And so I try to go in with no expectations. Even though it wasn't what I expected, I still had a great time. Very easy to follow. Wonderful prose. Wonderful setting. I mean, it's a setting that has been, it's like Lord of the Flies on steroids. I hate to compare books, but it's a good one. If you are looking for something extreme, that's not the book for you. But it does get pretty brutal, so buckle up. First honkin' daddy fantasy I read in the month of January, Gods of the Weirdwood from R.J. Barker. I gave this a perfect 5-star. Forest fantasy. Oh, loved all of the characters in this. Even the ones that you're supposed to hate, I end up loving them because they're just great people to hate. So 5 stars. Love this book. The third book I read in the month of January was Full Moon from Jim Butcher. I used Nick Cutter's The Troop and Full Moon as palate cleansers in between my big happy fantasies. I had a great time with it. The police station scene was just, I still remember that. I'm going to remember that for a long time. Anytime I look at this book, I'm going to be like, that's the werewolf one. The police station scene, though. And I gave this 4 stars. I liked it. It was great. Perfect little in-between book. Very light reading. Even though it's light reading, Jim Butcher can still throw together a sentence that's just like, whoa, this man can write. He's got the gift. And book 4, unfortunately, is Empire of the Vampire. You know, I've had some time to think about it. I still kind of hold where I stand. This had the potential to be a knockout book for me, and it just didn't quite make it. Gabriel de Leon ruined this book for me, and I've gotten messages from people, and I appreciate people reaching out, especially in Empire of the Vampire video. You know, hey, just stick with it. You understand why Gabriel is the way he is. I get it. I've just got no interest in returning back to it. I have the page saved where I stopped, and maybe one day I will after I've had a break. But if he's still the same jerk, then I'm not gonna like it. That's just how it is. I think I gave it 2 stars. It could have been a completely easy 5-star book, but your main character just sucked it down to 2. And there are people that love people I respect that love this book, and I wasn't one of the people that ended up falling in love with it, unfortunately. I tried. 500 pages is a really good try. That's all you're getting. My top picks for January, with no surprise, Gods of the Weirdwood is my #1 book from R.J. Barker. Amazing book. If you've not checked it out, man, the 3rd book is coming out for Gods of the Weirdwood. So we have 2 right now, and they're huge, you know, like this. If you like completed series, it will be completed by this year. I believe it comes out in June or something like that. I'd have to look it up. Second place, I'm choosing Full Moon here because I just like Harry Dresden a lot. I remember everything that happened in The Troop, and I remember just being disappointed. I've not been disappointed in any of these books so far, and they only get better from here. They both got the same score, but on like a more nuanced level. I just like Full Moon more. Well, I just like fantasy more than horror, really. I don't know. I don't have to justify it. That's just how it is, and I like it. I've explained myself. So yeah, first place is R.J. Barker's Gods of the Weirdwood. Second place for January is Full Moon from Jim Butcher, Book 2 of the Dresden Files. These books will go into a special pool of their own at the end of the year. We will choose between 24 books, which books are the best. I'm excited to see what we've got in store for February. Right now I'm reading Malice. Malice is, it's going along strong, and I'm also started reading Dungeon Crawler Carl from Matt Denneman, which I guess I'm using this as a palate cleanser book, and this could, great, it's gonna be a tough month. Okay, well, thanks for watching. You guys have a wonderful week/weekend, whatever time you watch this. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.